Hello everyone, welcome back. I was going to do a world coin hunt today, but it's a bit too warm to stay indoors for too long. So I went to plan B. Plan B didn't quite go according to plan. It was a bit too bright out and you couldn't really see what was going on. Everything was just way too shiny. So plan B has become plan B-1. So we've gone indoors. And we're going to do ourselves a check your change. I haven't done one of these in ages. So I've been saving these up, to be honest, for a rainy day, but there's no rain around at the moment. So something of an oddity for you. A rainy day savings up, and we do it on a nice hot summer's day. So the first one, I've had a few of these actually over the last few months. First World War Army. Came out in 2016. There's about 9.5 million of these. I think I've had probably 5 or 6 of these recently. They're fairly common. They do pop up. So that was the first one. Going down in the rarity stakes slightly, or up in the rarity, I should say, but down in numbers. Active Union. 2007. This one, there's about 7.5 million of this one out there. I think I've had 2 or 3 of these as well. Like I said, it's been a few months since I've done a check your change, so this is more of a summary than a show all. If I was to show you every single one I've managed to get my hands on, I'd have a stack of them. So fairly common, still fairly common. Moving on to 2014, and you've got yourself the First World War outbreak. So that one, again, relatively common. There's about 5.7 million of this one out there. I think I've had 2 of these recently. This is the best one out of the 2. It's slightly scuffed, got some crud on it. The other one looked like it had been used as I don't know, something to stop a door from squeaking. It had been underneath something. I don't know. It was scratched all down one side. It had dents down the edge. It was horrible. But even still, it's still £2 and I spent it. But that was the better one. The other one I did get quite a few different £2 coins, but these are the highlights. So this one is Trevithick, 2004. Back in the early days, this was quite common, but there's only 5 million or so of these put out there. So it's almost half the amount of the First World War Army ones. But yeah, you do see these every so often. They do still pop up, but like I say, 5 million or so of these out there in 2004. This was in really good condition considering its age. So I might end up putting that one into a folder if I have not got one as good. So those are the £2 coins I managed to come across. Something with a lower mintage again was a 20p. But this one was for Jersey. So I got this one courtesy of the local Tesco. So 2009. Came out of the till when I went through the till only about 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually. So this was a nice addition to my collection. I didn't have this particular year. There's 1.5 million of these minted. Now that sounds like a very small number, but when you look at the size of the island and the amount that they normally mint, that's about average. But it's still nice to get hold of one. So there you go. The Jersey 20p. Things start to step up a little now. 10p's. Yep, these are still out there, folks. So I've got a J for Jubilee. 2018. Look at the condition of this. Absolutely beautiful. This is, I was going to say will be, it has become a replacement one in my own collection. Nice and shiny, really good condition. My guess is someone's broken a set. But there you go. This one, as with all 2018s, 220,000 minted. So that's another one from my collection. And then I found a U. U for Union Flag, Union Jack, call it which you will. Again, 2018, again, 220,000 minted, and again, very, very shiny, very good condition. I've been lucky with some of the finds recently. I did have, I think it was a 2018A that looked like it had seen better days. Don't know where it had been or where exactly I got it from. I just found it in my change. I hadn't even checked my change after going and shopping for 2 or 3 different shops, but there it was when I got home. So there you go. A U for Union Flag. And the last 10p that I'll show, again, really, really good condition. It's the W for World Wide Web. 2018. Again, very good condition. See, these all were found, these 3 were found between 2 different shops in South Bristol, one Asda, one Tesco, within a week. Now, to find one of these is really, really good, but to find 2 in a week, well, that's amazing. 3, I've never been that lucky. I'm probably not going to see another one now this side of Christmas. There's another 6 months for that yet. So there you go. Another W, 2018, 220,000. Nice. So those 3 have taken place now in my own collection. The next one I did get in my change, I got this about 6-8 weeks ago. It's our friend the King 2023 on the pound coin with the bees. See, normally what I might have done is mention these in some of the videos that I release, 50p hunts or start of a world coin hunt. I might have mentioned that look what I've got. I've been purposely sitting on these, and to be honest, it's been really niggling. I've wanted to sort of show these and say they are out there. Keep the faith, as it were. So a 2023 £1 coin with the bees, 10 million of those, just over 10 million, I think it is. You've seen the figures on screen by now anyway. But again, that one is in really, really good condition. Most of the ones I've seen that people have found online in their videos, they've all been pretty much, I'm not going to say mint condition, because there's no such thing really, because they've all been bashed around. But they're in really good condition. No real scratches, and there's no dings in them. Really, really nice. So, yeah, that is my, I want to say best finds. They're not. This one was. Yep, another 2023, and it's a salmon. Like I say, I have been sitting on these, and I have been wanting to say something for so long. Now, the pound coin, I've seen 3 or 4. This one is only the 3rd one I've ever seen of the salmons. This is absolutely superb. They came out, was it last year, 2024? I think it was. They were released initially as a part of a set. No, it was 23, wasn't it? It was October 23. That was it. Not October 24. Yeah, October 23, these came out. And there was a big flurry, people getting their hands on a few. And then they were selling for £5 here, £10 there on eBay, that sort of thing. And then once the mint released the figures, people withdrew them from eBay and then relisted them for £100+, and people were still willing to pay stupid money for it. I found this one in the wild, so literally, it just cost me whatever it was I was buying at the time. And this was in my change. There's 200,000 of these out there. So 200,000 actually beats Q, the Kew Gardens 50p from 2009, into second place for rarity by 10,000 coins. So it goes to show that these are still out there. I would say I'd like to bump into another Kew Gardens. I've only got the one in my collection, but they've been out for so long and people know that they're collectible. That's why you don't see them. You've got more chance of seeing this one with a lower mintage than you have of the Kew Gardens. But that, my friends, is my picks from Check Your Change from the last probably 3 or 4 months. I don't think I've done one since probably just after Christmas, and we're now pretty much the middle of June. So hopefully you enjoyed that quick trip down memory lane. Like I say, these are all out there, all readily available to get. You've just got to be lucky to get one. That's probably 5 or 6 months worth for me, for the best ones anyway. So if you've enjoyed this quick video, please consider a like, comment, subscribe, hit the share button, let people know that these coins are still out there. They're still in the wild, as they say. And until the next time, folks, with this weather, stay safe. I'll catch you then. Cheers all.